Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is your Screenwriter's Rant on 3 trailers. One's for Smoke, starring Taron Egerton, a series on Apple TV about arson. Sugarcane, a horror thriller movie that looks pretty gruesome. And The Other, more of a psychological horror that's a little bit confusing. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy Heart in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 17. Available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. And don't forget, the Pineys going up in price. I still haven't done it, but probably do it tonight. It might take the algorithm a day or two if you still want to get in under the wire. All right. So this is based on a book, but I'm about 80% sure they give away the deal in the trailer, which is that Taron here is the arsonist. That seems the way it's going in the trailer. Now, maybe they just made it look that way, but they don't seem to be focusing on any other character. So, but that might be the whole point of this. It's like, oh, it's a cat and mouse game. He's setting the fire. She's trying to stop him, and he's trying to kill her once he figures out, she's onto him, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, it's at least 9 episodes or more. It looks okay. I don't know. I was avoiding analyzing this trailer because I kind of don't like the whole concept, quite frankly. I don't like miniseries. I feel like they're just basically movies stretched out over a longer period of time, generally speaking. Sometimes I'm wrong. There's John Leguizamo in a role. So yeah, and these arson movies, I don't know. I think they don't really glorify it, but they kind of have to over dramatize things in order to make them work, I feel. So, I don't know. So, yeah, I can't really give you a 3-act breakdown because they're going to stretch it out over several episodes, but basically, they're investigating the arson, and then he turns out to be the arsonist, and then she's trying to prove it, and he's trying to kill her, and they go back and forth until finally they catch him, and he's probably burned alive, ironically. Next up is Sugarcane. Oh, let me read the write-up on that one first, if there's a write-up. I don't think there is. No. Let's see, the IMDb says. A troubled detective and an enigmatic arson investigator follow in the footsteps of 2 serial arsonists. Okay, so maybe it's not him? But, so, I don't know. Maybe it's not him then. That write-up seems to indicate differently. Okay, so maybe, I don't know. 9 episodes at least. Yeah. Taron's in 9 episodes, so I assume it's 9. I don't know, man. Alright, moving on. Sugarcane. Kind of your standard, looks like a serial killer horror movie. The twist is the serial killer tortures his victims on live internet streams, and for some reason nobody can stop him except these 2 locals, these 2 randos who can figure it out. I don't know, does this take place in the past? If it takes place in the early 90s, that would probably work. These days, man, they can find you anywhere on the internet. They don't even need the internet anymore. They'll use your phone. But directed by Pat Baker, screenplay by Gabriel Howard. Yeah, I don't know. He's another weirdo, this time with a bunny mask. I don't like these movies. Just seems like I don't know. It just seems like torture porn to me. especially the bunny mask thing. I don't get the fascination with, oh man, I got a really cool look for my killer. Yeah, I don't think these guys spent a lot of time coming up with their look. So, not for me, but first act, he kidnaps a girl. This has been an ongoing thing. And, she's missing. Two local people are trying to figure out why. Maybe they have a connection to the girl. I don't know. I don't think so. And meanwhile, she's showing up on the internet, and the guy's doing horrible things to her. Again, I just don't even want to see this. During the course of the movie, they see more. Maybe the blonde girl dies, and there's other women are kidnapped. But almost always these things end with somebody who's trying to find this guy being kidnapped by him, and then he's now torturing that person while the other person tries to, save their friend. Maybe it's different. I don't know. I just don't want to see people tortured. The race against a sadistic serial killer is on as a trafficking survivor relentlessly works to track down a teenage girl whose fate becomes increasingly grim with each passing hour since her abduction. All right, well, it's a little better. I mean, as these movies go, that's not too bad of a pitch. It looks well shot. I'm not knocking it for its craft, but man, I just don't like these movies. I don't find them thrilling. I just find them like sick. And then finally there's The Other, which kind of almost borderlines on that too. The premise is this couple adopts this child, and I'm not sure where she's from. There's a scene where you see like her parents get killed, or one of her guardians gets killed, and she can't talk because she's been so traumatized, but some evil entity is following her, and then it possesses her adopted mother, who's also pregnant, and then she becomes a total maniac, and then it gets bloodier. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. It looks really grim. There's also a mentally handicapped girl who, she can just sense it and says cryptic things about, oh, they're coming after you, and that thing is here, and yeah, you can see the wife in the background there. Yeah, it's another movie that just looks gruesome. It doesn't look scary. But let's take a look at the IMDb. First act, they adopt a girl after, some... Is it even on here? It's not even on here. They adopt a girl after a gruesome murder of her parents, which looks very suspicious and supernatural. And she can't talk because she's been so traumatized. They're trying to draw her out. The mother seems nice at first, but slowly the entity works its way into the house, eventually starts possessing the mother and making her do evil things. Second act, it gets worse and worse and worse, till finally the husband's on board that something's wrong with his wife, and he can't seem to stop it. And then I don't know if the wife kills him or injures him horribly, and then the little girl's on her own, but maybe it's the husband against the wife, possessed by some evil spirit. It looks super bloody in parts too. I can't find a write-up of this thing. It's called The Other. Yeah, I searched for it. Let's see. 1972. Oh, I guess they made it. Oh, here it is. I guess they made it before. Unable to conceive, a couple seeks to build a family with a young orphan, survivor of a tragic childhood. Yeah, you can see the tragedy in the beginning. But their act of love turns to horror when they realize The violence of their foster parents has returned to destroy the new family? Well, that is a confusing description. Paul Etheridge is writer and producer, or writer and director. Yeah, I don't know. That's confusing me. I wonder if the other ones, I wonder if the other version of this is the same story. No, that seems different. So yeah, I don't know. This is a tough call. So how would I rank these? What would I put on the bottom? The Smoke, Sugarcane, and then the Other. I guess I would put the Other on the bottom. I don't know. It just looks kind of confusing and bloody. It might be good, but I don't know. The trailer's not really doing it for me. I'm very confused as to what's going on. It's a little too esoteric for me, and pretty much right at the same level as Sugarcane. I don't like these movies, but they're at least trying some different things. You know, the internet thing, it's been done. It hasn't been done to death, so maybe. Kind of depends on what time period you put it in, but I couldn't be more sick of these slasher movies. And then just because it's not super bloody, I would put Smoke on top, although I gotta say I'd be super reluctant to watch the whole run. I don't know, it would have to be super compelling for me to watch it. Quite frankly, I don't want to watch any of these. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos. Again, the Pineys. Check out the Pineys if you can get it for $8.99 before the algorithm bumps up the price. I'm definitely going to do it tonight. I'll be at the Mount Ephraim Senior Housing facility on Wednesday at 1 p.m. for my talk on how to hunt the Jersey Devil. It's for residents and family, but if you call ahead, they might let you come. I don't know. This Friday, I'll be doing Unexpected Farm. Unexpected. Assuming we don't get rained out for the 4th time in a row. Then Saturday is the Cryptid and Paranormal event. That's up in Sayreville. And then on Sunday, I'll be back at Lucille's Luncheonette, unless we get rained out there, from 10 to 2. And that is, of course, the diner with the Jersey Devil statue in Warren Grove. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.